Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting success, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience and those tuning in online. We're glad you all could be with us as well. We're excited to welcome for the very first time the one and only Lyrica Anderson to our program today. She's a singer-songwriter that's been able to make a name for herself. This year, definitely, she's burning up the radio in Mississippi and also around the country and the world with her new single, Act a Fool. We'll let you guys know how to stay connected with her, as well as, of course, how you can be able to get the single for yourself. But, Lyrica, thank you so much for the time today. Really appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Oh, the pleasure's definitely all mine. Look, this is real exciting for me. You know, our radio audience here in Mississippi and the SIP, they've been real excited when I told them that I was going to reach out to your camp to have you on the program. You're having, this is not the 2020 Lyrica a lot of people planned for, but you're having a really good year musically. So I want to talk about that. What has it been like for you to see the way that your fans are responding to the music?
No, it's been super duper awesome. I know this has been quite a trying year for everyone. It's been super crazy. Trying to just be happy during these times and just, it's a lot of, we swallowing one thing with the pandemic and then there's another thing and it's just a lot of stuff going on. So I try really hard, especially now, to focus on the music because if you focus with the world and the things that are being posted, it can make you really sad. So
right.
I'm excited. I'm really happy with how people are receiving the music. I'm happy with how people are loving Act a Fool and, just receiving the single. It's my story and I wanted to talk about it and people, so many people can relate. So that's super dope too.
Right. And that's what I've been seeing a lot of, Lyrica. It's funny you said that because I noticed even in the comments, as I was prepping for this segment, that people are saying this is my story. And also the other side of it that I'm curious about if you expected, how you're empowering them. Because the video, if you guys have not seen the video, you guys have to see this video. Lyrica, it really shows a different side of Lyrica for sure in a lot of different ways. I want to tell you guys that. But, what has that been like for you to know that you're empowering women in particular to really kind of take control of their lives and their relationships?
That kind of is a crazy feeling. I'm not going to front because I did some lives recently, and I went live with a few girls, and they came on there, and they're like, yo, one girl was like, thank you so much. Act a Fool literally made her leave her man. And at first I was like, oh, shoot, because it's not necessary. It is what it is, but I'm not I didn't make the song to be every girl leave their man. That's not the point. The point is if a person is acting up. That's why it's called Act a Fool. So acting up, we all know what that means. So one girl had a story that her dude was acting up or he was putting his hands on her. So, of course, empowering women to leave abusive relationships is beautiful for me because I would never tell my friends if her man's hitting her and all this type of stuff and she's scared for her life to stay in something like that. So the fact that my music's powerful to wake up people and make them want to be like, you know what, I love this song enough that I'm going to get out of this where I'm being mistreated. It's amazing to me and I love that. And that's the kind of DMs that I get all the time where girls are in situations where I've heard some pretty horrible stories, actually, and worse than just a little bit of cheating, which is terrible, which is not little. I didn't mean to say little bit, but worse than cheating is what I'm trying to say. And so I'm glad that my music is touching people enough to get out of situations that they know in their heart are horrible and that they shouldn't be there.
Right. And Lyrica, I want to talk about something else before we go back to Act a Fool, and that is even before this year we've gotten to know you out front and center with the music. One of the things I think, and I was saying to some of our folks here in Mississippi, I don't know if they even realize how many songs you've written for others. We're talking about at least over a decade, right? Of songs you've been able to be a part of. What has that been like for you to be able to share your creativity that way with other artists? That's
an amazing feeling. I started out as a songwriter. I used to not even want to be an artist. And when I would think about it, I was like, I don't know. I was like, I I know how it's so much more work to me as an artist than it is as a songwriter, so I was like not sure, but I love writing for artists, even still, and it's dope to like put down an idea and talk about something that's in your mind, and then an artist relates to it. They're like, oh my gosh, I need this. This is my story. This is what I'm going through. Kind of like how Act a Fool has resonated with some girls. Like the music I've written for other people, for guys and girls, it's their story, or they feel it and then they want to take it. So when you hear people sing your song, like a Chris Brown or Beyonce, it's obviously super amazing feeling. So I love it.
Yeah. Well, your fans definitely have been riding with you. We talked about Act a Fool, but even before that, Lyrica, you released Marriott. I mean, I think, as I mentioned, and you even referenced it here too, social media has been, it has its pluses and negatives, I guess everyone would say. Mm-hmm. But one thing I noticed, I'm an early riser here on the East Coast, and I noticed that when I'm getting up, sometimes you're on with your fans, hanging out with them. I mean, what has that been like for you to kind of use that to kind of, since you're not out there right now performing and being able to spend that time with them, what has it been like for you to be able to log on and see how they just really show you all that love?
It's amazing to receive the love, and we need that, because people don't realize artists are still people, and you put all this hard work in, and you go so hard on your album and talk about, like, for me, I've been vulnerable with my fans, my Ricas, and let them hear my story and share my story with them. So when they can receive it and they love it, they love the music and they love the story and can relate to it, that's like a plus. So I like getting online, talking to them, and especially they let me know, like, girl, I've gone through this, I feel you. And one girl's like, I'm at the Marriott. I'm like, oh my God. So I love it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, look, they've definitely been showing you love in a lot of different ways, including on TikTok. That's the next thing I want to talk to you about, Lyrica. But for those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. Lyrica Anderson is our guest for the very first time here on our program, both to our radio audience here in Mississippi as well as our online audience, including our friends at iHeartRadio. We're talking with her about her amazing career, but also, of course, a song that everyone's talking about right now, Act a Fool, that's out now, your favorite online retailer. Lyrica, I mentioned Instagram, but TikTok has been showing you major love. I mean the fans creating their own videos. And dance. Talk to us about that. What is that like for you to see them really get so into this? They want to show their own creativity with it.
Man, it's super dope, because I don't even know what I've been on. I guess because it's 2020 and we got this pandemic going on. So I've just been trying new things, and it's kind of fun to create new hobbies, and we need laughter and something to light the mood up a little bit. So that's where I find in TikTok. You go to TikTok, people are acting out movies and stuff, and it's so fun to go on there and do a movie scene and then be do it, and then people are just oh my gosh, this is so funny, and they love it. So the TikTok love's been amazing. Not to mention the Marriott Challenge went viral. Heck of people are doing it now. People have created 3 different Act a Fool challenges. So it's crazy. I still got to do mine, actually, little dances. But people are showing mad love. They're showing love to the music on there. And now I just did something for Triller. I went up to the Triller house and did some drops and a bunch of stuff for them. So now I'm on Triller. And it's just really cool. It's dope to have any type of social media outlet that can touch your fans. I want to be a part of it.
Right. Well, I know, again, your fans appreciate that. They appreciate the love. We appreciate you and all the great things you're doing and giving us something to help us get through this summer, Lyrica, so we appreciate that. Again, everyone, Lyrica Anderson has been our guest for this segment, talking with us about this musical journey. Lyrica, as you're looking at the rest of this year, hopefully we'll be able to venture out a little bit in the last few months of 2020. What is it you're looking forward to for the rest of this year?
Just being closer to God, staying focused, dropping more music, of course, not stopping after Act a Fool. We have more to come, more singles, a great body of work coming. And, I'm just looking forward to hopefully, really getting on the charts and just keep killing the game, constantly pleasing my fans with great music and pleasing their ears, and shoot, going crazy. I mean, I want to say I'm looking forward to performing and touring, but I don't know when that's going to be.
That's right. Well, look, in the meantime, we definitely encourage our audience to make sure you guys are staying connected with Lyrica online. As I mentioned, she is very big on Instagram, so Lyrica Anderson is where you guys can find her there. Just look for the verified account there for Lyrica Anderson to be able to stay connected.
Yes.
Lyrica, is that the best place for them to stay connected with you?
That is the best. Out of all the social media outlets, I will say that's the best. I mean, I'm on Twitter, too. I'm trying to tweet more because I, left Twitter alone for years, so I'm back on it now. But, yeah, everything social media is under Lyrica Anderson. But Instagram is the quickest way to interact with me.
All right. Well, Lyrica, congratulations to you again. Again, make sure you guys are getting the single Active Fool. For our radio audience, stay tuned. You're about to hear the single for yourself. Make sure you guys head over to your favorite online retailer to add it. For those joining us on the online side of our program, make sure you guys go to your favorite radio station and request it. And Lyrica, it goes without saying, you're welcome back here anytime. Looking forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you so much. It was great speaking with you. And, yes, let's get it. Everybody, Active Fool. Tell all your friends about it.
That's right. That's what we want them to do. And we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live today. Let's make today amazing. Take care.